Hello and welcome to Serverless Architecture using .NET Advanced Techniques. My name is Manoj Ravikumar Nair and I'll be your friend, philosopher and guide, taking you on a journey to build serverless solutions on the world's most awesome cloud platform, Microsoft Azure. Before we dive into the course content, I would like to take a few moments to introduce myself. I promise it won't be long. I'm currently working as a cloud solutions architect focusing on Microsoft Azure. In my current role, I help Microsoft customers to architect and deploy their workloads on Microsoft Azure and above all, make the most out of the Azure platform to help them achieve their business objectives. In my previous role, I was working with Amazon Web Services or AWS, where I started as a support engineer, then took a role as an AWS technical trainer and worked as an ecosystem solutions architect as well. I am truly passionate about Microsoft technologies and I have been evangelizing them for quite a long time. Feel free to reach out to me at PowerShell Pro, which is my Twitter handle. Well, that's about it. Now, let's take a look at what we're going to cover in this course. We will kick things off with Section 1, Serverless Functions. Here, we will understand what serverless computing is, and then dive into Azure Functions, which is the Microsoft Azure's function as a service offering. Then, we'll also take a look at the different trigger bindings like queues, blobs, and timer. Next, we will switch gears and dive into serverless IoT solutions on Azure. One of the most important components of the Azure IoT solution architecture is the Azure IoT Hub. We will get into the meat of Azure IoT Hub, create one using the portal as well as with PowerShell, register similar devices using the C# code, and then send and receive telemetry data. In the final section of the course, we will look at some of the examples of going further. We will learn about Azure API management, see how it can be leveraged to offer proxy for your backend APIs, talk about Azure's application performance management solution, which is basically enabled through application insights, learn how to integrate Azure Search in your applications, and finally talk about Azure Billing and how to get billing data via the RESTful APIs Azure Billing Services exposes. To follow along and make the most out of this course, you should have access to Windows, Mac, or Linux computer. I also assume that you have some foundational skills in Azure and are comfortable with how to navigate in the Azure portal and understand what resources are and what are resource groups. Azure supports a wide variety of programming languages, and for this course, we will leverage the .NET platform and therefore we'll be using some C# skills, and I'm hoping that you have some basic familiarity with C#. However, all these prerequisites are completely meaningless if you don't have the eagerness or the desire or the passion to learn about Azure serverless computing. Don't get put off by this word advanced in the course title. I'm not going to program multi-threaded applications or use any sophisticated design patterns. We're just going to work with services that are typically beyond the standard computing portfolio in Azure. My intention of producing this course is to help you learn and cement the foundations of Azure Functions, get acquainted with the Azure IoT Hub, and how to ingest and retrieve data from Azure IoT Hub, and then utilize the Azure services to add monitoring, API management, and search to your applications. As we move along this course, take time to step back, dive a bit deeper, and tinker around the services we are going to cover in this course. Azure is an ocean, so take time to enjoy your swim and have fun along. As I always say in my in-person trainings, the best way to learn is by actually doing it. Practice it till you master it.